It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Now, one of the questions that gets asked of me a ton, especially with stuff like this, and people are already asking it, and I find it funny, and I'm okay with it, how to level her up the most effectively. Let's take a look at another similar marksman. The thing is we don't know yet what her skins are going to be, and we don't know yet what her glyphs are going to be. I'm willing to bet if Lara Croft is a physical damage based hero, and I don't know why she wouldn't be. She's not a mage. She's not a support hero. She's not a control hero. You know, she's definitely a marksman, right? Like, I feel like definitely a marksman. Definitely a marksman. I think you level up the penetration stat first, right? With any damage dealer, you usually want to level up the armor penetration or magic penetration if we're dealing with a mage. Armor or magic penetration first. Like, for example, Daredevil here has got armor penetration as a glyph. I would level this up first. Almost every time, almost every single hero, I would level up the penetration stat first. I would level up the physical attack stat or the magic attack stat if it's a mage or whatever. Second, penetration, attack, right? Increase the damage output. I would save health for last almost 100% of the time. Saving health for last almost 100% of the time guarantees that you don't overlevel the health if that is a concern down the way, right? And that goes the same for all defensive stats. Armor, magic, defense, I save those for second to last. Dodge in there as well. Save dodge in there for, you know, the dodge, armor, magic, defense is one step higher in priority than health, in my opinion. The only other stat that there is basically critical hit stat, right? And if she is a marksman, there's a really high chance that she's gonna have a critical hit glyph or skin, right? A lot of the marksmen, not all of them, but a lot of the marksmen have critical hit. You've got Daredevil, you've got Artemis, Darkstar and Dante do not have the critical hit stat, right? Fox does have critical hit. Zhu does have critical hit. So most of them do have a baseline of critical hit. So again, leveling priority for me for glyphs and skins, penetration stat, in this case, armor penetration, physical attack, and then probably critical hit after that if it exists, and then armor, magic, defense, dodge, and then health last. Now, it could end up being that she has no health, right? 0 health, like 7 health. Then in some instances, you really want to focus on leveling up a hero's health stat. And usually for marksman, you don't have to level up the health, especially if she ends up standing near Dorian, for example. If she doesn't do a ton of critical hits, like one of the things about Dante that has protected him for so long against critical hit counter heroes, wherever my Dante is, the fact that he doesn't have high critical hit means he's not naturally countered by, like, you know, Helios, for example. So yeah, that's how I would level. Now, as far as the artifact weapon is concerned, we do have this concern on Hero Wars Mobile about never having the opportunity to get her artifact weapon fragments ever again. The statement says, Lara related content, you'll be able to upgrade her talisman and skins whenever you want because those are leveled with standard currencies. With her soul stones and artifact weapon, the situation is different. They will be time limited as we are obliged to remove the sources of such resources, soul stones and artifact fragments, when the collaboration ends. All right, so that tells me that they possibly created an agreement with Crystal Dynamics to limit the availability of these resources. So on mobile, getting that artifact weapon to 3-star, 4-star, 6-star immediately, I think becomes the priority. I think getting that artifact weapon to 6-star becomes the priority on mobile, right? Facebook and web have never done time gating, but I think it's possible that the same thing is going to happen. I think that on Facebook and web, the fragments will be time gated as well. The soul stones will be not time gated, they'll be collab gated, collaboration gated, meaning once the collaboration ends, we may never, ever, never be able to get the artifact weapon fragments and the soul stones ever again. So that puts the artifact weapon at the #1 priority for me, not for leveling, but for spending artifact coins on or whatever resource to get into to get that artifact weapon to 6-star. If she sucks, then the collab will fail and they won't do any more collabs. So the likelihood that she's going to be bad, very low. She's probably going to be a very, very, very strong hero. I don't like her. I don't like the aesthetics of her right now. I haven't seen any of her animations. I don't know what I think about her yet. I have no idea. But The same rule applies for leveling artifacts as it does for skins and glyphs, in my opinion. You level up the things that increases her damage potential and output first. So the penetration stat and the attack stat, and that's usually going to be in the form of the book. So when it comes to actually leveling it up, not evolving it, but leveling up, I would probably level up her book first, her ring second, and her artifact weapon is going to be above many other things. As far as what to spend event currency on, leveling up that artifact weapon is going to be very close to the top. It's going to be very close to the top. If she's literal close of Daredevil, that would be nasty tough. Yeah. So I don't think they are going to level limit. It's just that they'll never be able to available again, like the beach skins and the Miniera, possibly. Well, Dante is the only marksman with no native armor penetration. Yes. Yeah, Dante is a wet noodle. Call me crazy, but I don't think this Lara Croft hero will be structured on same level as other heroes. She will be a superhero that will cost real money to obtain and level. No, Robert, we know from Alina's comments yesterday that she will be earnable. She will be earnable like other heroes during events. You can pre-order, you can purchase and pre-order her though. You can. Yeah. It's going to depend on what sources of penetration she has and is she dodge or crit based? Yep. She has magic devices. That is true. That is true. She does find artifacts. Does have artifacts and stuff. When will this event be happening? Well, we have this right here. The event starts, I believe, on the 13th. Purchase what? That right there means she costs something. Yeah, you can pre-order. You can purchase, you can pre-order her with real money, but you will also be able to earn her during the event. And we know that the Facebook and web version of the, has this shop. This is the Facebook and web version. The Heidi soul stones and dolls are, and skin is just a placeholder. You'll be able to buy Lara Croft evolutions, a Lara Croft skin, and Lara Croft dolls in the Facebook and web event.